All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Double honors to Apostles of Great Millstone and salutations to the elect, which we hope to be. Now, pretty much, I just want to get into the RFID chip being the mark of the beast. And there's a company called Three Square Market in Wisconsin. And they selling RFID chips, which are the mark of the beast. You know what I'm saying, to his employees. You know what I'm saying? I forget, it was another company that was conditioning their employees where if they had gotten the company logo tattooed on their body, that they'd get a certain amount of an raise. You know what I'm saying? And right now, what they're doing is that, you know, right now it's still voluntary. You know what I'm saying? But pretty soon it'll be made mandatory because it'll be part of the new world order. You know what I'm saying? Because America's already trying to go digital and trying to be cashless. You already got a few stores out here. There's a store called Argo. You know what I'm saying? They make teas. You know what I'm saying? For or any other brand. But right now I know that they make a brand where they just deal with teas, and their stores are cashless. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have a debit card, you shit out of luck. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna get right into it. This is Revelations chapter 13, verse 16, and it says, "And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." And that word mark in the Greek is charagma, and it means incision or insertion, you know, which according to the Leviticus 19 and 28, thou shalt not make any piercings, thou shalt not make any cuttings in thy flesh or any marks upon the on your body. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is that you, for one, you breaking commandment, you know, a commandment that you don't, you know, that you have power over to follow through. You know what I'm saying? And secondly, you know, the Lord said that He'll destroy you if you take this chip, which it is, because they got to put it in you. You know what I'm saying? Because America, they trying to make people a cyborg, and the definition of a cyborg is a fictional or hypothetical person whose abilities are extended beyond normal human limitation by mechanical elements built into the body. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much you'll be able to wave your hand like all Star Wars. You know, the Jedis, they just go like this. You know what I'm saying? And they open the door. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll be able to lock their doors, or nobody can get in their car. You know what I'm saying? They even got guns that won't work unless it's registered to your RFID chip, man. You know what I'm saying? So they pretty much Esau Edom, so-called white man, you know, he's basically trying to promote, like, hey, you know, you can have superpowers. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you know, and that also extends their transhumanism. You know what I'm saying? And transhumanism is international intellectual movement that aims to transform the human condition by developing and making widely available sophisticated technologies to greatly enhance human intellect and physiology and physiology. And the thing is that there was a boy, he couldn't see colors, or he just couldn't see at all, and they implanted a antenna in his head, but it was RFID technology, just so he could see colors. You know what I'm saying? Just so he could see again. You know, and pretty much, you know, any disadvantage that you have within your body. You know what I'm saying? Another one is how they had like the prosthetic legs, but it's just made out of all metal. You know what I'm saying? Or having artificial arms. You know what I'm saying? Like in Full Metal Alchemist. That's also, you know, promoting to be a cyborg, man. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that the scripture says that He causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive the mark. They starting at the workplace, man. You know what I'm saying? Where you got to get your food, where you got to get the things that, you know, that's for your entertainment. You know what I'm saying? a bed, you know, certain things that you need within your house, or to have a house, or to have a car, you know, to have food, you know what I'm saying, a job where you need the money, man, you know, and pretty much they'll be making you a complete slave. This is Exodus chapter 21, verse 6. It says, verse 6, it says, then his master shall bring him unto the judges, and he shall also bring him to the door, or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and the awl is an earring, and he shall serve him forever. And basically that awl is it's like a brand to let you know, like, hey, this is my slave, this, that, and the other. This is my servant, you know, he's working for me forever, you know what I'm saying, not just temporarily. Because when you read above, it goes into you know, if a Hebrew servant want to serve, actually I'll just read it. This Exodus chapter 21, start at verse 2. It says, if thou buy a Hebrew servant 6 years, he shall serve, and in the seventh he shall go out free for nothing. If he came in by himself, he shall go out by himself. If he were married, then his wife shall go out with him. You know what I'm saying? So basically, you know, yeah, if you want to work for somebody, you know what I'm saying, well, this is only talking about the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. If you work for your neighbor, which will be an Israelite, you know what I'm saying, if you work for your neighbor, he should only work for like 6 years, and then on the 7th year, you know, you let him go. You know what I'm saying? And if he got a wife with him, you let him go also with her. You know, you let both of them go. You know, and it says, where they'll no longer continue to serve. Verse 4, it says, if his master have given him a wife, and she have borne him sons or daughters, the wife and her children shall be her masters, and he shall go out by himself. And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free, then his master shall bring him unto the judges, you know, because the servant wants to stay, you know what I'm saying, you know. And it says, he shall also bring him to the door, or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. You know what I'm saying? And with this mark of the beast, you know what I'm saying, 2/3, because the elect ain't gonna take it. The 2/3 of Israel, they gonna take it, and they'll be you know, slaves forever. Because with this being the new currency, you know, with the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, with that being the new currency and stuff, you ain't gonna be able to grab anything, man. You ain't gonna be able to buy shit. You know what I'm saying? It actually, when you continue in Revelations 13 and 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell. So you ain't gonna be able to buy or sell unless you have this, man. You know? And it says, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is that if you get this mark of the beast, you know what I'm saying, that's when you'll be able to continue with the ways of this society, because this is the new world order that they gonna push, man. You know what I'm saying? This is 1 Maccabees chapter 1, verse 41. And it says, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, come underneath subjection, underneath one rule, which is New World Order. And this is what they pushing. They starting at the workplace, you know what I'm saying? You know how Jake is, oh, I need my job, or I got kids to feed, you know what I'm saying? You know, putting you in a situation where you feel like you have to take it, but the elect is going to have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahshai and won't take that mark of the beast, and know Yahweh Shem Yahshai got them. And it says, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to the whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. You know what I'm saying? And John 8:44, it says, ye already follow the devil, and that's talking about the 2/3. They gonna follow after this mark of the beast. They gonna be down with it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever Daddy Esau Edom, so-called white man, says, they be down with it. You know what I'm saying? They underneath what's called Stockholm Syndrome, man. You know what I'm saying? Where they love their captives, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about them being kings. They don't mind being at the bottom as long as Daddy Esau has their back and still fucks them over every now and then, but still come through. You know? This is verse 43. It says, "Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion, and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath." And you'll be worshiping Esau, Edom, man. You know what I'm saying? You two third Jakes out there, man, who got their consolation on this side, man. You'll be worshiping him, man. You know what I'm saying? Consenting onto the ways that he got to his society, which is crumbling down before your eyes. You know what I'm saying? More and more people are mourning because the wicked are in authority, man. You know what I'm saying? But when righteousness come, you won't take part of it on the first go round because you already announced. You already announced who your real king is, man, on this side. You know. Yeah, and then this is Revelations chapter 14, verse. I'm starting at verse 9, and verse 9. It says, "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast in his image, or receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, which is righteous anger." You know what I'm saying? Because he told you not to get it, but you still gonna get it anyways, because you're gonna get tempted with the fact that your family, your wife, your kids, I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? They looking at you and stuff. You're not having faith in Yahweh Shem Yahshai. You know what I'm saying? And you punking out, man. You squeezing out. You that tough guy in the courtroom with a statement, man. You know what I'm saying? Riding out all the guys, man. You know. And it says, "And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb." And you got all these other countries, you know what I'm saying? The men of the Lord are constantly telling you that judgment's finna hit America, man, which is Babylon. You know what I'm saying? Babylon the Great, you know what I'm saying? Babylon, you know what I'm saying? Or Egypt, you know what I'm saying? Spiritually Egypt and Babylon. And the thing is that we telling you about the judgments that's finna hit this place, man, and you want to continue to play dummy, hey, man, you're gonna get recompense for being dummy, man, you know. This is yeah, well, that's pretty much it, you know, and pretty much don't take the mark of the beast. And it was another company that three Square Market, which is in Wisconsin, that's giving out the RFID chip. They linking up with this Swedish company called Biohacks International, so they can get more chips and stuff, and pretty much they just gonna try to spread it more and more, to become to get these cyborgs, man. You know what I'm saying? And I hope this video was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Double honors to apostles of great millstone, and salutations to the elect, which we ought to be. Shalom. We almost out of here. Stay faithful. Shalom.